Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I want to share an unboxing, review, first impressions, and like a how-to guide on purchasing from the internet so you won't get scammed. So let's get into it. I'm really excited to share with you guys. I went on eBay and she's here. It's a nylon Prada backpack. I got this $50 cheaper than what the asking price was. So first impressions right here, it is looking rather nice, rather good. Here she is. Hardly any scratches, a little bit of wear on the leather part of the pockets right here, but she's beautiful. Y'all know if you ever see a Prada backpack out there, it's the moms, it's the students that look and have it put together. And this one I got at a steal. So I offered $195. The shipping price was $25 and $220 out the door, delivered in 2 days to my house. So I'm really happy with this, and I'll tell you in a little bit how I did that. But for now, usually the things that I do when I receive a bag, since this was owned by someone else, I get a baby wipe and I'm just gonna give it a wipe down. Pro tip right here, if you ever have a bag, get a baby wipe, regardless of what it is. If it's Vachetta leather from Louis Vuitton, if it's nylon, if it's canvas, always wipe down your bags just to get rid of any excess dirt. On the inside, the outside, all the hardware, everything looks good. Pay attention, and this is another pro tip right here. If you're gonna be purchasing from online consignment stores or private seller, make sure that you know what is expected of the bag and what the bag looks like as far as hardware, any special markings, any zippers, the material, because this will help you not get scammed, okay? So make sure you know it is buyer beware. At that point, it is your responsibility as a consumer to know what you're buying. So now moving on to the inside of the bag, and this is what the inside looks like. This backpack does come lined, so you can go ahead and flip it inside out and give it a good wipe down. So that's it. I've cleaned it. I think it looks great. It's an awesome shape, no odors, all the tags, the material, everything looks good. There's no rips, no stains. I'm really happy with it. It's a gorgeous, cute little pop of color and just subtle elegance and luxury, I think, with the Prada logo here. Now let's get into the backstory on how I purchased this backpack and why I think I got it at a really good deal. Okay, so you guys know I love a good bargain. Like I've stated in other videos before, I don't want to pay full retail if I don't have to. So I went on eBay, especially right now during quarantine. There are a lot of people who are in need of cash, which is terrible, but also you can be like their saving grace if you happen to have a little bit of extra cash or credit available and you want to come up on a good deal without obviously offending or taking advantage. You can go ahead and do that. So this backpack right here was on sale for $245 plus $25 shipping, and it came from a seller that was obviously really high ranked. They had a lot of feedback, mostly positive. I think they were like 99.9 or 99.5% positive. Go ahead and go into their history. So that's the first thing I do. I do my investigative work. I go ahead and go into their history and see how many positive or negative feedbacks they've had, whether it's a purchase or a selling transaction that they got that feedback, and what it was that they sell. In the past, I have been buying and selling luxury goods on eBay and on the internet for years. I didn't know that people would sell cheap, inexpensive items just to get feedback and then sell, fakes just so that people, would see, hey, they have like 40 positive feedbacks. 0 feedback, run. Like, don't, even if the deal is too good to be true, there is no history, and it's just you putting yourself in a position where it's like a red flag. There's always things that you have to look for. So for this case, this backpack was on sale for weeks. I had it on my watch list. I never just do buy now because, I don't want to be an impulse buyer. And that's sometimes in the past what I used to do. I used to just get it and then regret it because weeks later I'd see something similar and it sold for like $100 to $200 less, and I was just impulsive and wanted it at that moment. So always put it on your watch list first. So this was on my watch list for like 3 weeks and it didn't sell, and it continuously kept on going to the relisting. And so I decided to take a bold move because I really liked it. I thought the color was really nice, and you don't see these often. This is just for eBay that I'm talking about. So I went ahead and contacted the buyer. I'm like, listen, what's the worst they can say? No. not a problem. Like, I put out an offer out there. So I got ballsy and was like, hey, I can offer you $200, shipping included in my offer, and it expires in 2 days. I'm interested in the bag, so let me know what you think. I could do it through eBay. You know, if you switch it to buy now, I'll purchase it for that price, and let me know what you think. And so I went ahead and I did an offer. I put an end date to when this offer, you know, expired, just to kind of get their attention as well. And I put that I was a serious buyer. So they got back to me within 15 minutes and they're like, the most I can do is waive shipping. So at that point, it would have been $245 for this bag. And I was like, you know, at this point, the ball's in my court. And this is just negotiation tactics that I've learned over the years, because I like to save money. And at the same time, like, don't feel bad. You're not hurting or offending the seller. Like, you're in negotiation. So I did everything legit. I reached back to her again through eBay. And I was like, hey, I can't do your offer. And I was very careful to say the following. Okay, the most I can offer is $220 to get it off your hands. If you don't like my offer, go ahead and save my information, and if it doesn't sell, I'll see if then I am in need of a backpack. Best Martha, my name. And you know, she got back to me within 30 minutes and was like, sold for $220, including shipping. So I came up on this backpack at $195. And I paid for shipping. So it's up to the seller if they want to entertain your offer, and it's up to the buyer to kind of try to negotiate. I think one of the things that made the seller want to give me the bag at the price that I offered was the fact that I do it through eBay. So doing your auctions, doing your selling through eBay adds an extra layer of protection for both the seller and the buyer, because your transactions are tracked. There's a history of communication, so you can't say, well, he said, she said. It's literally right there. So that works in your benefit. And also for the purchaser, if this were to be a replica or a fake, I would have the listing where eBay doesn't support selling fake or replicas unless stated, I believe, or I think that's not even an option. They don't support selling fakes. So if they're saying authentic or real, and this would be a fake, I can go ahead and get my money back and it's like nothing ever happened. Plus I would have my Visa, a credit card protection as well, because I paid through PayPal. So 2 things right here: do the transaction through eBay and do it through PayPal. So you get extra layers of protection, extra layers of coverage, because you have this transaction and communication history. Always be willing to barter, be open to, you know, even getting rejected. If the seller would have said, no, I don't entertain your offer, then I would have had to say, okay, thank you so much, save my information. And you know, like I said, if in the future it doesn't sell, I can get it off your hands. So it's all about how to say it. I'm doing you a favor. I'll get it off your hands. I'll take that burden away from you. And it worked. So I'm really happy with the purchase. I feel like I did, you know, got a bargain, and hope these tips were helpful to you if you're looking to purchase not just a Prada backpack, but any type of luxury item online. Make sure you know the following, you know the material, know the dimensions, know the hardware, know where, if any, date stamps are available, know the little nooks and crannies of the item you're trying to purchase, because that way you can help avoid purchasing a replica, because there are a lot of problems with purchasing things that are made in sweatshops by minors, by, you know, abused women and men in like chains. So yeah, it's super problematic. So I would never purchase anything like that purposefully because of that reason. In contact with the person who is selling an item, whether it's on eBay or any other site, and ask them for extra photos of details that'll help with authentication of the item. Let's say, for example, this little tab right here is supposed to say Prada or Louis Vuitton, and it doesn't. Question why. Was this fixed? Is this a fake? Where did you buy it? Are you the first buyer? Are you the reseller? Things like that will help you avoid getting scammed, because that's like a whole nother thing. You know, then you'd have to go through their payer protection programs, try and get a refund, and try to lessen any of those steps if you don't have to. So that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed my little review, tips and tricks, and first impressions on this beautiful, lovely nylon Prada backpack. I will insert some mod shots in here. And if you haven't already, please support my channel by subscribing and giving me a like and sharing it with anybody who you think can benefit from this. So we'll see y'all in the next video.